Hello and welcome back. This time we're in a different ship. This ship is actually not stock, so that's really exciting for prospects in our success. But yeah, I'm playing the little German T-22 here at Tier 5 because I want to go up this line eventually, I guess. Um, Hopefully this is slightly more competent than the last episode where we did stock Emerald. Which, is always a fun experience. But this time we're in a ship that, actually looks nice and looks like it wants to do things. Still not the most competent ship, but, it's got things going on, like this giant flat wall in the front that prevents the front turret from ever firing at anything. But yeah, let's see if we can, outcompete a Nicholas. I actually think I can outgun a Minakaze and a Fusion. Maybe barely. Because, you know how these guns look like they might do things? Well, if you look more closely... they don't do things. These are nice 4-inch guns. Whereas all those jerks have 5-inch guns. So yeah, it takes me, at max range... 8.7 second flight time, which is pretty atrocious. And when I do hit, I will do no damage whatsoever. Let's see, an HE pen will get me a nice 400 damage. It's really, really high quality guns. So yeah, we're gonna go contest C, I guess. The T-22 actually does have some pretty solid 7.5 kilometer torpedoes, so that's mainly what I want to try to do here. I want to find the Normandy and torp him, because Colorado and New Mexico are actually a pain in the ass to torp, because they have very large torpedo protection and very... Everyone needs to shut up. I want to go get the cap, regardless of whether we go this way or not. Shush, Fuso. Mr. No Camo Fuso. Everyone shut up! Seriously, I'm gonna be okay. I've played this game a lot. I'm in a stupid tier 5 destroyer. Jesus Christ! No one in this game understands the concept of sending a destroyer to the cap that your team doesn't go to so that you can try to claim it and then retreating back and assisting the team. That's just a completely alien concept. So we've got some sort of contest at sea. Based on how fast it's filling, I'm going to say there's 2 destroyers here. So I'm going to... Oh, actually one of them's coming around. Also, it is a Minakaze because it is outspotting me. So I don't know if I just opened the distance or if I put the island between him and me, but that did seem to do something. But yeah, their whole, well, not their whole team. What is that? 5 ships? 5 out of 12 are confirmed to be going the other way. So, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, their whole team is going that way. So, ends up, sending me this way was actually exceptionally useful. Nicholas Minakaze. So, my competition here is a single Minakaze. And that is definitely a Minakaze torp spread. There's a pretty good pre-fire on the corner. Thankfully, I was able to avoid it. My guess is that he's just going to be camping on the other side of this. I mean, so even though those torpedoes came, Minakaze reloads torps real fucking fast. Oh, there he is. So we're going to attempt to torp him. We'll see how that goes, but yeah. We're going to torp each other. Oh, okay. So fun fact about the T-22. The T-22 has, -5 health. The only reason I had 11,000 health is because I have the fucking skill for it. Um, but yeah, I wasn't even detonated. I just kind of died to a single torpedo. Actually, that's kind of weird since it usually you're not able to one-shot destroyers with torpedoes because hitting any part of a destroyer will saturate that part of the destroyer and it will refuse to take more damage. The only part of the ship that won't do that is a citadel, which destroyers don't have. Did I take... I don't think I took 2 torpedoes, but... I don't know. I one-shot him, he one-shot me. Kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, that was the T-22. And because that was so short, we're going to get a bonus game. I'm just going to go back out into my port here, where you can see all of my lovely, I guess, ships. But yeah, let's go down here, and let's get some bonus footage here of Albany, the ship I bought with gold during beta. And I think that was the only time it was ever available. And to be extra excessive, let's put the Cleveland captain in here, so that we have IFHE on a tier 2. That's totally necessary. Yeah. And we begin our Albany adventures. Yeah. It's gonna be good. We'll see if we ever find a tier 2 battle here. Tier 2 battles usually take, like, no time at all. Oh, I should have played the, how do you pronounce that, actually? Chengan? No, can't be pronounced Chengan. There's no Y, though. Well, the tier 1 Pan-Asian cruiser I have actually not played yet. So I should have played that for a nice, solid tier 1 super short game. But yeah, in doing these stupid little videos where I just play games just live and stuff happens, I think it's kind of, I don't know, maybe it will be boring as shit to watch, but I feel like it's kind of interesting because unlike watching, like, just, you know, replays and stuff on YouTube of people playing warships, it's like, you know they're gonna do well, and, like, if they haven't gotten, like, at least 4 kills yet, you know they're not gonna die. Whereas, like, watching these things, you get, like, my live analysis, and also just, like, you don't know if I'm just gonna get randomly torped by a Minikaze at the beginning of the game. And if I do die really early, I guess I'll do something like this where I play another game. I don't know if I'll always do a low tier, but I kind of felt like doing a tier 2 game anyways. Yeah, USS Albany was a very, very beautiful white and tan ship with totally necessarily large masts that totally do things. Because, you know, there can't even, like, be people up at the highest level. They're just kind of up there. It's like, it looks like they want to have sails, but, like, the ship clearly would never have had sails. Feel free to correct me if I am wrong, but I am fairly certain that this ship, which I believe is from, like, 1902, would have never, ever, ever, ever been built with any intention of there being sails on it. But just the mast structure and the way the crosses go up is kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing there about turn of the century cruiser design. Protected cruiser design, because this was before the land of light and heavy cruisers. I forget what number this ship was. This ship's like C6 or something. It's pretty low number for protected cruisers. But yeah, this ship actually is pretty fun to play. It's got a bunch of 152s. A lot more guns than a lot of things have it tier 2, which is nice. And they are actually 6-inch guns. They do hurt things. But yeah, so far we have just been in the struggle bus of not being close enough to things. So there's the Samson though. Samson's a pretty garbage destroyer. We should oh no, we don't get to shoot at the Samson. Never mind. I'm not looking forward to just there being battleships over there. But that kind of seems like my reality here. Wait for this Samson to come around, and then we're gonna fire IFHE 6-inch shells at him, which is totally unnecessary. As if I wasn't gonna be able to pen USS Samson anyways. Oh, I hit my teammate because these guns have, well, actually they have a pretty normal arc, but the just engagement ranges at this tier are so minuscule that, like, there's no shell drop off. We actually did a little bit of damage to St. Louis, but yeah, so far 1,386 damage. You know, it's looking like a quality game. I feel like I've already fulfilled my damage quota here. Yeah, there's a Bellerophon, Beller Hopton, Beller stupid thing. When I was playing that ship myself, it seems like it, unlike the other tier 3 battleships, can actually hit things ever. So it scares me a little bit. Also, HMS Vampire, or HMAS Vampire. I think that's an Australian ship. I don't remember. He's trying to shoot me. Being pursued by a Kawachi. Yeah, I'm not actually sure why I'm being scared of them right now, because the tier 3 battleships are pretty pitiful. That I am absolutely petrified of, but this guy doesn't seem all too smart. So, let's try to kill him. With our beautiful 6-inch guns. Aiming, well, I mean, I can just aim at his hull. I have IFHE. Oh, well. Let's see if we can... Oh, I don't need to blind fire. Yes, I do. I think I should be able to get him. Yep, okay. That's our first kill with, you know, a lot of damage done to our name, so... If this was World of Tanks, this would be a, you know, really high quality game. Not really getting the amount of damage I want from these salvos, especially considering how squishy... Wow, all those hit the turrets. How squishy the things I'm firing at are. That's a little better. Because Albany is pretty accurate. Okay, that hurt. And I have no desire to burn forever. I think that was the Bellerophon. He would make the most sense to be firing HE at me. But yeah, I see we're playing the game of every single tier 3 battleship is over here, and that is not at all mortifying. We have lit one fire, and I believe it went out immediately, so that's good. Just hoping to get something going on... Justin's actually not that much of a threat. Something going on this Kawachi. Yeah, there we go. Knowing how low-tier players play, though, he's gonna probably put it out. Oh. Or he'll actually... No, will he let 2 fires burn? Okay, no. I was gonna say. Let's see if we can get another one to burn during his really long cooldown. Yep, okay, that's good. What's the status of... Yeah, there's the Nassau. The Nassau went around the other side for some reason. I'm not really sure what this Nassau is doing. But we have now done more than our health and damage, so that's always a good thing. Unless you're in a destroyer, in which case that pretty much says nothing about your performance for that game. But cruiser, done your health and damage. You know, you've had at least, like, like a replacement level game. You can take some random person, and there's a pretty like even chance that there were an acceptable replacement for you. Still on the tail end of a cold a little bit, and speaking a lot is having that kind of sort of aggravated, which is annoying. But we got Nassau here, who is a lot closer than I think because low tier ranges, and is moving a lot slower than I think because low tier battleships. But he's on fire. He's common low tier player and has put the fire immediately out. So let's see if we can take advantage of that. I mean, I say let's see, but like I'm completely at the mercy of RNG here. If RNG wants to give me a fire, it will give me a fire. If it doesn't want to give me a fire, it won't give me a fire. I want to say these guns have a decent fire chance. Can I see that? No, that's not one of the listed stats. Yep, there's a fire. I want to say the fire chance on these is like 12%. And there's an HE salvo for me, which is going to smack me once, which I don't really care about. The Nassau's double burning, which is good. I love how much better this game is than that stupid T-22 game. But yeah, I'm pretty content to let him burn. So we're going to pull ourselves to a crappier angle for him to shoot, because low-tier battleships have horrendous dispersion. He'll probably not even hit me. And instead, go to this guy over here, who looks like he wants to be on fire. Damage is still ticking up from that double fire on Nassau. I love how in low-tier games I just have to make no effort to maneuver or pay attention or anything. It's pretty great. He's hiding behind the island, I guess. I don't really know what he's doing. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Probably I'm not paying attention, but I don't think he's fired. He's just kind of taking it. Which is yeah. That's the thing. I'm going to keep shooting him. There's an awkward island in front of me that I can kind of sort of see on the map. Okay. We're going to turn around and we're going to turn around in a really large arc because... Actually, not that large of arc. I should turn around pretty fast. Albany is decently turny. Yeah, okay. We could pretend that we're going to get to that North Carolina before he dies. But I have a feeling that St. Louis over there will do pretty good work on him. So yeah, our game is basically over. We can take this time to just admire the Albany. This is actually a ship that has a high phone. Can you not? Yeah, okay. This is actually a ship that has secondaries at tier 2, which is kind of weird. You can see those, oh, are they 5-inch? I think they're 5-inch secondaries. They have really damn long barrels. They kind of look a little scary. But yeah, they're a thing. They can actually hit things. I don't think maybe for like very, very briefly I was in secondary range of that Samson, but no opportunity to show them kind of pathetically shooting at things this game. We'll shoot in the general direction of South Carolina and pretend we have more range. Yeah, that South Carolina is totally hosed. Because this full health St. Louis is kind of just a better ship than he is in pretty much every regard. So, yeah. Oh, he is on 18 health. Someone gonna swipe the kill? Oh, yep, Katori swipes the kill. Look at that. What an amazing game that was. Wasn't that was just so fun to just watch and participate in, I bet. This is overall going to be a very high quality video. I expect, just thousands and thousands of views out of this. But yeah, so you got to see me take out the T-22 so that it died, and shoot at things in Albany. And I lit some things on fire. And that's about it for this episode. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.